No song.
I hear you.
Yeah, I don't hear the music though.
Oh, no music.
I like the music. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Can they hear us? They get a little They get a little pre-action there during the countdown.
Maybe. Some preamble. All right. We're back. It's another week of live streaming for you guys to answer your questions. So if you got them, get them in the chat box wherever it appears. We do have a poll this week. We're asking if you read Snowboard Mag, not Snowboarder, Snowboard Mag, completely different entity. We know Snowboarder Mag sucks. It's ran by one guy out of Virginia. But I have this question. I've been trying to figure out how Snowboard Mag came back to business and how it stays in business. And I need answers. And I've been just deep diving this for like the last 24 hours, and it's pissing people off because they're like, you're picking on them. And I'm like, no, I legitimately want to know why they exist and how. I got questions. So, uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well. There we go. Okay. Let's take a question here. All right. Let's see. All right. We got Rich Foster. Hey guys, love my 51 ride shadow band, but wanted something different for powder. Click the Evo link and picked up a 148 Arbor Satori for $378. Validation, maybe. Hashtag Achilles, please heal by December. Oh God, Achilles. Those are rough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's a fun little volume shifter. I mean, if you're on a 51, the 48 doesn't seem small enough.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was like, honestly, it would be a good complementary board to it where it's something totally different, but you're supposed to go down in like a, what was it, 3 to 8 centimeters or 3 to 6, something like that?
I thought it was 5 to 8.
Maybe 5 to 8. I know it's in that range where you're like a full size down.
Yeah, it's like a good amount on that one. So yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's a fun board. I've had fun on it, so you know.
Yeah, you also survived smoking a bunch of rocks and stumps on it too.
Yeah. Frickin'. You got to watch me go ass over tea kettle off a cat track.
Yep. That was a really fun day though. But
that was a great day. sunny bluebird powder day where no one cared what we were doing.
Yeah, they're like, you just do whatever.
Yeah, we're
pack this shit down.
Yeah, they're like, there's a sign that says closed. We're just oh, it fell over, it's open.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. From Eva Han. Hi, Angry Team. Looking at picking up a ride shadow band. What size for a 230-pound and size 10 boot? 161, 160 wide, or the 164 wide? All of the above.
Yeah, I mean, depending on your boot, I would, if it's a smaller profile, I'd go with the 61. If it's a big chunky thing, go with the 60 wide.
Yeah.
Or if you need extra everything, go with the 64 wide. But if you're just cruising around, 61 should do fine for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, you'll be good. All right, this one is for you from Letters. If TC had to pick one ASIM, is it the Yes Greats or the Ride Zero? Hashtag phase my balls.
Ooh. I mean, I feel like you also have to put in the Gamma in there too, because I had a blast on the Gamma. But out of those two, I'm going the Yes Greats. That board just had so much like pop and stability to it, where I could just ride that thing everywhere, and I had a great day on it like last year. So, and I even told you with that board, I was like, I could daily drive this thing, no problem. Like,
oh yeah,
I really like the Greats a lot. That board was super fun, actually.
Yeah. Also, some of you might notice up in the corner, we got this little QR code thing going on there. Hopefully you can scan it. I think it's having some issues with YouTube, but that'll take you to a link to just buy stickers from us if you want. That's kind of there if you want. It's a new feature. I think they're still working the kinks out on it, so it might be buried. It might not, but it's supposed to be up there in the top left corner. So yeah. Okay.
We got new stickers. Some of those got sent out. If you claimed your stickers, they got sent out this week.
Little shitted turds. just out there shitting. Okay, we got Cronkite Electric looking to pick up a freestyle / park board for my girlfriend. Been watching your old top fives for women. She's 105 pounds, small foot. She's middle of the intermediate pack. Past season models.
Birds of a feather comes to
Yeah.
mind instantly.
Maybe a twin sister from
Yep.
Jones.
If you could find one last year, if not, a women's tweaker would be fine for
Yeah.
her. You could even do a rally cat, really. Like if you're a little worried that the tweaker is
At
gonna be too
105
stiff.
pounds, the Rally Cat would probably actually be really good
Mm-hmm.
for her. That would be a fun one. You can grab a huck knife in one of the smaller sizes for her.
Yep.
K2 medium, because Kennedy Deck rides one in a 48, and I think
Mm-hmm.
it even comes in a 44, and I'd probably do the 44.
Yep.
Pretty sure it comes in a 44. But yeah, I'd look at that.
Mm-hmm. And a ride 0 for the last one, I'd say too.
Yeah. From Tony Ching, 2026 Capita Black Snowboard to Death worth this buy if I have a 2023 Black Snowboard to Death already? No. Just keep riding.
Unless you want just red.
Yeah.
You want the KB version, but no.
Yeah.
It'll probably feel the same now that your old one's broken in.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, you might not need to worry about that too much. So,
No.
yeah. Okay, we'll take this one from B Barker 2119. Looking for a binding recommendation. I have a Roam Service Dog and a Capita Black Snowboard to Death. Looking for something to swap between. Debating on the Union Felcor and something with Skate Tech. Maybe the Mercury or the Drive. Also, what the fuck with binding pucks? Pucks are kind of for splitboard bindings.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really have to worry about it.
Honestly, the safe bet. Oh God, dying over here. The safe bet would be the Mercury, because that would work on both of them.
Yeah, I mean the Falcor would be sweet too.
Yeah,
but
it's a little bit. It's a little too much binding for a service dog, in my opinion.
That's what I'm thinking too. Where I think the Mercury probably would be your best overall binding for that, because then the drive's just a little stiffer, in my opinion. So, but yeah, I'm with you, Mercury.
Yeah. All right, we'll take this one from Kyle Stinky. What's up, gang? Currently riding a ride deep fake and love it, but want something with easier to engage pop and looking at the Jones Howler or the K2 Commonwealth. Would I be looking in the right spot? I mean, to an extent, yeah, but realistically, I would just go to a moderator. It's gonna be easy. It's literally the exact same shape with Carbon Ray 3 versus 5. It's gonna have better pop for it. So
yeah, it's gonna have easier pop. But I mean, the Commonwealth, I think, would be a pretty decent bet as well, where it didn't take a lot to load up. You could also look at an alternator as well. That would be quite a bit easier to load up too. So I would recommend doing that. And there's 3 different colorways of it this year.
Ooh.
And Base Mountain has them all.
Oh my God, I didn't realize this. Letters has the Rock Stump Satori and it's still kicking. I forgot he won that. Oh my God. This weekend I'm going through it and I'm just digging out all the old boards I have, because I'm just gonna do a drastic downsize of shit.
Mm-hmm.
People might be winning like vintage shit for a while, because I just need to get rid of it.
Yeah, I could see that. I swapped out these boards today and I was like, do I need to get rid of some shit? I was like, it's not that bad, actually. Like, I still ride all of them.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I was looking at some stuff under the bed and I was like, I should probably, some of that shit, I should probably just throw that away. There's an old, like, I think it was my 3rd snowboard I owned. No, technically it was my 2nd snowboard. And then I inherited a Burton Custom, and then I went back to that one for a while. But there's an old Mark Morissette Type A that there's like sections of the edge. It's so old they rusted and fell out. They didn't break. They literally rusted. So I'm like, and it's cap construction and shit. So I'm like, I should probably get rid of that.
Yeah, that's not going to last,
probably
even if you do fix it.
That's going right to the it's going right to the dumpster. I don't even care.
Maybe Thriftboards wants it. Who knows?
No, no,
No.
no. I drew all over it with a Sharpie and shit. Like
Mm,
it's got a very cool borders graphic on it. It's got flames
nice.
that
Oh
I
hell
drew.
yeah. That's back in style now.
It says death to Walmart.
I
I
like
think
that.
there's something out there like trees don't kill skiers, I kill skiers.
That's a good one too.
It's fucking it's heinous. I
Maybe we
haven't
use that
read
as
that
giveaway.
thing in like 25 years. Ugh. So that one I think's getting chucked. All right, Experimentu. Hi guys, I want to get the now drives for more carving and less boot out. Would it work in park if I use softer bushings? I found a 21, 8 to 10 flex, and a 24, 7 to 10. Would the stiffer one still be okay? You got to understand that 21 and that 24 have a different chassis on them.
Hmm.
They flex completely different. They the 21 was narrower in the heel and it had a smaller um skate tech to it, the way that it came down. The 24, they distributed it out further to the edges. They ride completely different.
Yeah, 24 has the new version.
Yep.
21 has the old version, or like the what is it? They just call it the H2 or the H1 now, or something like that,
Yeah,
where
it
it's
was
the
either
short
I think
base.
it was H2 in that, and the new one is H3.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
But I would recommend going with the 24s.
I would too.
Yeah.
Yeah. On top of the fact that 24s will just be a yes binding, be easier to find parts for.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Evil Lincoln, not to be confused with Good Lincoln, or Dead Lincoln, or Abraham Lincoln, who's Dead Lincoln. East Coast Rider here, looking for a shorter volume shifted board to use for trees and powder. Been looking at the Ride Super Pig, the K2 Almanac, and the Jones Storm Chaser. Any other volume shifted boards you'd recommend? 6'6", 230. Jesus Christ. You a descendant of Vikings? The fuck? Fucking Satchmo. Out of those three, like, because it's East Coast powder, I'd probably go with the Super Pig.
Hmm.
That's maybe the Almanac Storm Chaser is going to be a little too rigid torsionally in how those trees are. So you're going to be basically slamming it off shit. That's kind of my take.
You thinking the Storm Chaser or the Storm Wolf? I thought the Storm Chaser was quite a bit softer with that
Oh, it
super
is. You're
long
right. I was thinking
rocker.
the Storm Wolf.
Yeah.
You're right. Actually, Storm Chaser is probably just too wide in there because, like, the Super Pig, I think, is narrower slightly depending on the size.
I would
So
just go Super Pick because of the camber.
that
Like, because
too.
you have a longer camber zone in it than you do in a Storm Chaser, where that's super backseat, especially if you're talking the one for the current season, where
Yeah.
you only have that tiny camber underneath your back foot, and then it's a super long rocker and flat section. So I would go Super Pig myself, especially being that big. You can get an extra large, and it's still
Yeah.
going to be shorter than anything else you're riding because you're 6'6".
6'6",
So
230.
yeah, you're the person that deserves the extra large when that's rarely the case. Where I'm like,
Yeah.
just get the large, dude, but at 6'6", you need it.
Yeah. All right. From Krakatoa, Taco Bell 50K in Denver this weekend. Ultra marathon, stopping to eat at least 9 to 10 Taco Bells during the race and finish in under 11 hours. How much to get TC to run? I had a
Oh my
friend do this once, and he
god.
said by the third stop, he was shitting himself while he was running.
Yeah. I don't really have that problem with like shitting after Taco Bell, but I just don't think I'd want to run. Like,
Oh, it's a
especially you got
50K, man. Like, oh.
that's way too much. I'm not even a fan of a 5K that we used to have to do for like soccer every year. 50K can suck it. Ugh.
Ugh. Also,
Yeah, I'm shitting
you're
myself.
having Achilles issues. You don't need to be
That's true.
running.
That's true. If I do it in flip flops, I'm fine. It's just when I wear shoes is when it hurts. So snowboard boots, totally fine too. Don't understand. I tied them up as tight as I could, flexed into them, felt fine. Just when I have that pressure on just the heel.
Yeah, it's okay. I've decided that I'm only going to ride this boot this year. The Sun, the plastic hard boot, soft boot. That's it. That's it. I'm riding that, and I'm gonna order some Outdoor Master bindings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you go. Maybe get some goggles to match the bindings
to
too.
ride this thing. I put it on the other day for like an hour, and it wasn't uncomfortable. So, I don't know. I'm really curious on that thing. Let's be real. I'm probably ending up in this boot instead.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. We'll
That
see.
exact one, or you think they're going to get you a production one?
No, that exact one.
Oh, okay.
I might have to take my Dremel and put some flex slits into the shell, like cut it, be over there like grinding it down to get it to flex where I need it to. I don't know. I tried to bribe Ben Bruce with a set with those Ortons. I was like, hey, I'll trade you a set of these 10 Ortons for a 10 Thraxis just to see if they fixed it. I mean, I've still got those Insanos too, just in case too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna try out the 10 or the Ortons this year. Go visit Creston in the shop, get some work done on them, and then see how they work.
That's legit. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, if they're gonna be a little bit stiffer, last a little longer than my fuse, why not? You know, they got the
Not gonna
hard
go
toe
with the
box.
Solomon.
Solomon just doesn't fit me right.
That new fit that they did, though, it's kind of different. It feels better.
I do need to try that on to see how it does, the new Echo, because the old one did not fit whatsoever.
No.
I thought it would be a great boot, and then I slid it on. I was like, my ankle has so much room already. So
Right. I don't know. Maybe I'll end up in a set of deluxes.
I mean, they did fit really well too.
I know
They
that
felt so
IDY20
good.
was good. So
It was. It felt really good, and it looked good too. Where I'm like, that's a solid boot.
right. All right. We got Florian Gebhardt. Hi, I ordered a Burton High Shot X Pro just because I am curious. Any comments? Sounds like you ordered a boot. Have fun. Good luck. Thoughts and prayers. I don't know why you'd pay that much for a soft fucking boot that's just going to get softer. Good luck. Oh, did we lose TC? Might have lost TC.
Spinning wheels. Oh, there we are.
There you are. Thought we lost you for a minute. All right. Well, we'll take Matsi, my Kolben, Myas Kolben. I have the Yes Typo and want a second board that goes more into all mountain free riding. What can you recommend? A lot.
Yeah.
Just go get a 203 BBC. You know,
I like the camo they put on it this year with the orange base. It looks good.
Yeah, that does look good. No, I mean, if you're looking for something like more all mountain free riding, if you stuck with Yes, you'd go with a Pick Your Line Extreme. I would go with that. Maybe a Ride Moderator, a Deep Fake, Nitro Alternator, Rome Ravine Pro, maybe a Jones Howler or a Flagship. What else you got for this man?
Either like a Passport or possibly even a Commonwealth if you wanted that, or an Alchemist if you wanted to go a little stiffer. A Nidecker Alpha APX, or just an Alpha if you didn't need to go that stiff, or a Ravine or a Ravine Pro from Rome. That's what I would go with.
Oh. TBTT, playing around with the stance width for buttering, realistically, how much difference will plus minus 1 centimeter adjustment make to board flex? Ask your girlfriend. It's the same concept. It can change everything. If you're going in or out, you're also changing how you flex the board, but you're going to change, like, you're either giving yourself more stability underfoot or less stability when you're coming in, and you're changing your leverage points and stuff. And with all the various camber profiles, that can play into it as well. Like, there's a reason we run the same stance on everything.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like you said, it changes your balance. It changes pretty much how you ride. Like, if I can, I'm trying to get as close to 21 and a half as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Without it, like, changing too much. So, I mean, also, depending on the size of your board, it definitely is going to change shit. If you have a volume shifted board, 1 centimeter is quite a bit.
Yeah, it can. You can do a lot of things. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah. All right, we'll take this one from Raphael Mello. I'm now 38. Is it too late to start snowboarding? No. I'm from a country with no snow and moved to Europe, Netherlands. So pretty much indoor slopes or travel somewhere to learn. Well, you go to the indoor to learn, and then you go travel to the mountains to actually experience it. I mean, come on. We had a guy come from the Netherlands and stay here for 4 months last year because we were like, hey, you should come to Copper and ride with us. And he was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, go learn at the indoor place and then
Yeah.
travel out after that. But no, it's not too late. I mean, we had Dominic, who he's 60 years old.
62 years old with a full knee replacement.
Yeah.
Got him to hit
like,
jumps last year.
Mm-hmm.
Said this year's the year he's going sideways on a jib.
All right.
Yeah.
Him and Wesley gonna see who slides it first or what?
Oh, Dom will beat him.
Okay.
You know, that's how it goes.
Yeah, Dominic started at 48. You got 10 years on him. Get to it.
Yeah, exactly. You can do this. I mean, I learned to snowboard from a guy that was at the time, I think Bob was 60. So, all right. Take this one from Super Crazy Peanut Butter Dave. What do you guys know about the LibTech Son of Birdman? That we got a review of it. It's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Upsize. That's the big thing with that board is upsize. Like I rode a 60 and I wish I had been on like a 68. That was the one thing about it. Very soft.
Yeah, I could see that. That kind of checks out.
Let's see. All right, we'll take this super chat from Brandon Daly. 6 feet, 185 pounds, size 10 boot. Currently have an Arbor Candle Rain, a Yes Fridge Master Extreme, and a Stranda Mackerel. Was thinking about getting a Nitro Dinghy or a Jones Hovercraft 2.0. Any input or other board suggestions? You don't need the Dinghy or the Hovercraft 2.0 if you've got that Mackerel. There's too much overlap. Honestly, like where you're at, you're kind of covered all your bases. Just go ride or buy another set of bindings so you're not swapping bindings.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was like, with the mackerel, you're kind of.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Take this one from Dylon. He's one of the top 5 rappers in the world. I have a ride algorithm that I love, but I just want to try something same, but different. Looking at a Capita Black Snowboard to Death at the moment, what board would you go for personally? I mean, Black Snowboard to Death isn't bad. Me personally, if I was on the algorithm, I'd probably go Aeronaut.
Mm-hmm.
If I was doing Capita.
Yeah, if I was doing Capita, I'd go Aeronaut or even a Kazu possibly. But then like if I'm going a different brand, like Jones Mountain Twin Pro comes to my mind first as like a direct for the algorithm.
I'd go Howler.
You think?
Oh yeah.
I was just thinking because there's no taper in the twin.
Yeah. I mean, I get
the same. That's why I was thinking that. But
if you want
like,
same but different, that thing's gonna have the pop of the algorithm, but a slightly different shape.
Yeah. So yeah, probably go Howler then.
Yeah, I mean, I would. That's me.
Yeah.
Maybe you want something the same, but slightly different from that other. Maybe a Rome Freaker. Get your freak on.
I was thinking possibly a Stale Cruiser.
It's gonna be a little softer.
A little bit.
It's gonna have different pop, too.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's still gonna boost, but it's gonna do it. It's gonna have different pop for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Take this one from our boy Will. Is the Battalion Camel 2 the same as the Chameleon? No, they're completely different boards. Next. Hoodie Murph alive. I just got a Yes Jackpot board to learn a better park tricks. Was this a good choice?
Yeah.
Go.
Not a bad choice.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. We got New York. Coming from a Burton Flying V, how would you rate the transition to full camber? Death. Just straight
Depending on the
death.
board, yeah. Depending on the board.
Would it be super drastically different or difficult? Yes, death. Would you recommend a different profile before transition to camber? No, you need to go die.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I would go with
It's
something
gonna make
softer.
you realize every bad fucking habit you ever picked up on Flying V.
Mhm.
Everything you try to do and how you steer and engage it, that's gone. You're gonna be relearning, and you're gonna come out of it either a better rider or you're gonna curse the world.
Yeah, but I mean, if you are going full camber, I would say picking up like a cheat code from Nidecker. That's probably going to be your best bet, or a rally cap from Jones, or even who else makes a full camber board that's soft like that?
Well, I mean, I would look at like a Solomon Sleepwalker or a K2 Geometric, like an old one or a World Peace, something like that.
Yeah.
Pick up one of those, you know.
What about boneless? Too
No.
much?
Yeah. Well, the 3D is what's gonna. It's not. That guy needs to go hook and edge with full camber. That'll teach you a lesson that you've never. You will have experienced something that you're like, oh my god, now I understand why all these guys are like, oh, you have no clue how easy you have it. You know.
That's fair. That's fair.
Scott Adams, question: where you get access to all this equipment you review? Seems like you ride every board under the moon. You either rich as fuck or you got some connections. Oh no. See, there's actually realistically only one snowboard company, and they own everything, and we own it. And
We own the industry.
we own the whole industry. It's all a ploy. We're big snowboard.
Yeah, it's a monopoly that nobody's realized.
Oh man, 20 plus years of working in shops and knowing people, it's not hard to get stuff for review. We've done this so long, it's really easy. I just like, hey, I want this stuff, send it, boom, do it. Give me a shipping label, boom, it goes back. It's not like we're buying this shit and keeping it. It's not like they're giving it to us to keep. Anything that they don't take back, we just give away.
Yeah, or we're gonna ride it for ourselves next year. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like
that's what I'm doing with this Commonwealth behind me. That's
think
gonna be
that's
the
what I'm
daily.
doing with these Kita APXs. I'm still 50-50. If they fix the Thraxis, then I don't need to. If I don't, I'm going to those. But like, yeah, I mean, I still buy stuff for me too. Anyways, like,
Yeah,
you know, it's fine. But yeah, by and large, mostly anything that comes in, it goes. Most of it actually comes from our local sales reps, so they need it back in their demo fleet. So we're just like we cycle it through. But being in Colorado, because it's such a big territory for sales and stuff, most of our reps are local to us. They're out of Denver, or some of them even live up here. Like our Jones rep lives 7 miles away from us. Like
yeah,
we snowboard with him like 3 days a week.
yeah,
You know, it's
yeah. I mean,
not. Yeah, and
like,
Solomon has a showroom at Copper Mountain,
mhm.
so we can go over there. The Capita Union guys, there's two of them, the sub reps. One of them is a good friend of mine. Like half the time I'm picking him up when his car's broken down and shit and shuttling him or his girlfriend around. I mean, like the one day when TC and I were filming stuff, I got a text from his girlfriend that's like, hey, I need you guys to come help me take the topper off my truck so I can
Yeah,
sell it. So we went over for 10 minutes, picked it up, put it on the new truck, and just got in the car and came back and went back to filming. Like, yeah, it's snowboard industry isn't big. Everyone thinks it's hard to get product for review. It's not. It's kind of funny. I'm actually working on a whole video on the economics of snowboard reviews, and then I'm going to tell people exactly how the steps they need to do it because I want to see if I can create some competition. Because you
that's
know
fair. Why
James
not?
at the Good Ride isn't doing it.
Yeah,
Guy looks
he
like
did
he's
40
dead
last year.
inside.
He did 40 last year. Big year.
That was TJ from Board Archive.
Oh, my bad. They're all the same to me.
I know. They don't give a fuck what they do. Like, they're not making competition for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. All right. Okay, let's see. All right. We'll take this one from P Care. Sup, fellas? Thinking of getting a new Swallowtail Endeavor Archetype 165 Nitro Quiver Cannon 173 or Nitro Stiletto. Thoughts for a US 9.5 172-pound rider? Many thanks. I mean, part of me just wants to be like, buy the fucking Stiletto because it's so good. It's so good. I've owned 3 Endeavor Archetypes.
Yeah. And also, you're going to need a 203 cannon instead of
that 73
the
is
173.
It's for bitches. Yeah. Get the 203.
And women.
Be a man.
Yeah.
The big difference between the 73 quiver cannon and the Stiletto, besides some slight tweaks to the shape, the Stiletto is more damp and it is stiffer in the nose, so it will plow through crustier snow easier. Out of those 3, the Archetype is probably the easiest one to ride. It just rides like a regular snowboard. You don't notice that swallowtail until you get into snow where you can actually sink it, and then you're like, oh, okay, it's working. But the quiver cannon has the softest nose of the 3. That thing is just like blah, 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 blah.
Oh yeah.
Because you rode that 203 in some tight trees.
Yeah, it's scary. You're planning your turns ahead, but that nose is so soft. You get it on any sort of smooth groomer, even, and you just start picking up speed, and you just watch that nose just start flapping. And you're like, okay, you go to ollie it, the nose and tail both flap on you like a gull wing. So, I mean, for a real board, go with either the Stiletto or the Archetype. You took the Archetype on our heli trip. You had a good time on it, even in shitty conditions, and you haven't stopped raving about the Stiletto. So, if it were me making the choice, I'm saying get the Stiletto just because of how much you absolutely love that thing.
Oh, yeah. I like this statement from Ty King. The Snowboard Super Pig was named after my ex-girlfriend. And the War Pig was named after what we used to do on Wednesdays in Ellicottville, New York. Good old War Pig Wednesday. No standards, no regrets. You go to the bar and you pull what you pull. She might be big, she might be 60. It doesn't matter.
Not on Wednesdays.
War Pig Wednesday. It was the midweek. Questionable decisions of morality were had by all.
Mm-hmm.
So. Okay. From JSH 3113. Only want a quiver of 3. Have a 170 Libtech Skunk Ape, a 62 K2 excavator, and a 164 new Rome Stolly Cruiser. Thinking of axing the excavator and looking at a 69 Black Snowboard Death or a 67 Yes Standard. Any other suggestions? 6'8", 220, size 13, a ride fuse. If you go with that standard, I think it's going to overlap your Stolly Cruiser too much. Mm-hmm. That Black Snowboard to Death would fit between your Skunk Ape and your Stolly Cruiser. So you could do that. I mean, you
could.
Yeah.
I don't know. I personally would go with something volume shifted again instead of the excavator. Maybe a Sky Pilot or like a mind expander, something like that is what I would personally do. Because otherwise, you got your bases covered. You got your freestyle like cruiser charger with the Stolly Cruiser.
No. Clear answer: 203. 203 BBC.
I just don't know if it's wide enough.
Actually, it's the BCC. It's the big camo cannon this year. It's not the big black cannon.
Yep, it's the BCC.
The BCC. Yeah, that's what I don't know. Like, you're gonna end up with overlap with any of those boards the way you're looking at it.
Yeah.
So. Okay, we'll take this one from Life in the Slow Lane. I'm thinking about adding a nitro alternator to the collection. Currently ripping a Spring Break twin 155 wide. I'm 5'11", 210 pounds. Always been comfy on a 154, 155. Should I go up to the 57 or a 160? For that board, you're going to want to go up. At 210, minimum would be the 157 if you're really looking to make it a little different than what you have. Honestly, I would probably say ride that Spring Break Resort Twin for like your everyday, like all mountain freestyle. But if they get like 4 inches or more, bust out the alternator. And I would probably ride a 60 in that personally.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's a Resort Twin, but when I first heard it, I was thinking the Powder Twin. But I'm with you on that. Or
No, the fact that
think,
it's a 55 wide tells me that
yeah,
that's a Resort Twin.
but I would probably go with the 60, just because the 2 centimeters isn't going to be too much for you, like, or the 3 centimeters from the 57 to the 60, and 2 centimeters from the 55 to the 57, not the greatest in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
you're going to want the extra float in the 60.
Okay, let's see. All right, we'll take this one from Hawiki. You guys ever had a trip to any European resorts? If so, what were your impressions, thoughts? No, but we might be going this season.
Hopefully.
I gotta go get my passport. Fuck.
Yep.
Forgot that. That's been on my to-do list for like a month. I gotta get that done.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I don't know. Every time I think of it, I'm like already doing something. I'm like, shit, put that on the list for this week, and then it just
right. That's I think we got to get that done this week or next week. Let's see. Okay. All right. We'll take this one from Zayed Salua. I just got a Jones Frontier coming off a 2024 Yes Standard. What are your thoughts on the new? I love that board. Whoa. That new Frontier is awesome. It's got so much snap to it. You can just load that thing up and just pop. It's gonna transition edge to edge different than your standard. That's for sure. It's gonna be a little more nimble and it's gonna have a little more power out of the tail.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Take this one from Fission Hex. 200-pound, size 12. I bought a 58 Canoe Gremlin to ride this season. Any reason I would rather be on the 55? This is my first time on something volume shifted. My daily has been a 62 wide anti-gravity. If you're riding a smaller resort and you're going to be in tight trees, yeah, you'd probably want that 55, but you can get away with a 58 on that. I mean, realistically, you want to downsize 5 centimeters on that. You're only going down 4, but you should be fine.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like, I think you'll be fine on it, especially with 200 pounds. You can still flex that thing pretty well.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to want the 58 because of the width. Like, you got a size 12 boot.
Yeah. Joe Gunn. The wife still wants to go to Colorado during Christmas/New Year's break. You know, if she'll have a fun time walking, she'll have a great time walking around under the lights at night. You know, maybe you go take her for a sleigh ride. You do some stuff. Just tell her during the day you're going to be hiding from the tourists.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I was like, you know what? It's nice at night. It's beautiful. So at least you got that. But you can tourist watch. Think of it that way. You can at least laugh at everybody else because you won't turn your vacation brain on like that. So
yeah, exactly. You've been here before. You know what's going on.
Yeah.
Besides, we can just go get Rangoons every day.
Yeah.
So, all right. From Slim 3, I just purchased my first board and it's a Capita Outsiders. I would consider myself lower level intermediate and want to focus on learning jumps this season. Did I get the right board? No, but you're about to learn. Fucking man up, dude. You bought it. Time to own up. That's you. Fucking send it, bro. Wouldn't be the board I would have put you on. Would have put you on an indoor survival, a resort twin, even a Stairmaster. Fuck, even a DOA or even a super DOA before the Outsiders. But you know what? You bought it. Who cares? At this point, what I tell you, go learn.
Yeah.
If you don't die, you
bought the most pro level jump board like on the market pretty much, apart from the Candle Rain.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck. Have fun. All right. We got J-Man. My nephew's 6'9" and 245 pounds with a size 16. Where the fuck are all you Sasquatches coming from today? Holy shit. So many Sasquatch questions. Looking to get him a forgiving all mountain board suggestions for the Sasquatch.
Extra large war pig.
Yeah, Libtech Skunk Ape Camber.
Mm-hmm.
The new Spring Break Resort Twin in the biggest size should be wide enough for him. And because I think it's a 64 wide.
I was gonna even say if it's not wide enough, go with the Spring Break Powder Twin.
Yeah, oh God, honestly, he could get away with that with a size 16.
I think they make it in a 67 or something. But yeah,
It doesn't need to go that big. I think the 60 will fit a size 16 boot. It's like 29 or 30 underfoot. So it's like
what's the biggest they make a Frontier in? Because I think a flagship will be too much.
65 wide, I think. That's what I think it is. So yeah.
That might not be wide enough.
No, I don't think it would be.
Yeah. But yeah, that war pig's probably gonna be your best friend.
Yeah. Let's see. Looking for a question here. All right, take this one from Orion X. 10.5 US, 150 pounds, 5'10". I have a Jones Frontier 59 and I'm an intermediate. Should I get a shorter park only board to 156-ish? I found a 2022 Rome Party mod and a 21 Battalion Disaster below 200. Here's what you do. Grab that party mod.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be fine. There you go. You got your little skateboard. Go have some fun. Run over some rocks, jib skiers. And there you go. And it compliments you on a POW day, free ride day. You ride the Frontier.
Yep.
This one's for you. It comes from Bernie Tomasetti. Maybe you've heard of him. Snowboards shouldn't come wider than 24.7 at the waist. Hashtag toe drag is a myth. What skate shoes are better for a heavy après? Half cab white with gum soles or half cab black with gum soles? Hashtag go birds.
It's got to be the black with gum soles. You can't have a white shoe out there. People are going to be spilling.
Scuffed.
Yeah, it'll get scuffed. It'll just get dirty. You got to go black all day.
Yeah.
And then you can wear them for the full year and Scotch guard them so you don't get them all wet and nasty.
Spray them down with that Scotch guard.
Mm-hmm.
It'll protect you from any of the vomit too. You'll thank me for that later, because you're living down by the wino country now.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to deal with wino puke and piss.
Yep. And the I-70 shuffle.
The I-70 shuffle. Get some tires that aren't low profile that blow out on you every time you look at them wrong. All right. Okay, we got this one from Tamori KT. I have a nitro dinghy and I'm looking for an all-mountain freeride board to grab that doesn't have too much overlap. Riding at Whistler, Pacific Northwest mostly. Any ideas? Oh yeah. Go look at our top 5 all-mountain freeride list. Boom. That's 8 boards right there. You can do it. It's in our top 5s playlist right there. You got a bunch of boards in that.
Yeah, none of those should have overlap with the dinghy. You should be fine.
Yeah. All right. Got a super chat here from Carpe Diem. I heard Copper is already making snow, but not scheduled to open until 11/7. Possible early open. No, there won't be an early opening. So they have deals with the various race teams, the national race teams for the Olympic kids. So they make about $2 million is what I heard from the early snowmaking. So they open that little section of race course off the top of Accelerator, and they blow that snow for them. And then between all the teams that pay to go and use it, that $2 million, because I've heard that it only costs like $100,000 to $200,000 to make that strip that they need. They use the rest of that to make the rest of the race course and then open the rest of the mountain, blow the half pipe and stuff for it. They will not open early. Like the 7th will be it, which honestly, I've lived here so long, that is early. They used to open Thanksgiving weekend. So like
Yeah.
opening on the 7th is crazy early, and they're staying open later too.
Yeah, they keep extending it every year where I'm like, you guys kind of got to stop this because half the mountain is shit where we're
Oh
pushing.
my god, that pocket park that they built where it was like hit the rail, ollie the rock, jib the stump, hit the jump, make sure you popped over the dirt patch in the landing, and then get into
Yeah.
the rut pack to go back to the lift.
Yeah.
And you were like, all right, this is great. It's like a good day on the
Yeah.
East Coast. Okay. From Jock, saw in the early review that both of you rode the 158 Ravine / Pro. Did it feel like the right size for you? I'm 170 and can't figure out the right size if I should go for the Pro or not. Basically, ask yourself if you want a stiffer board or not. If you want a stiffer
Yep.
board, get the Pro. That's the difference. For me, like, would I have been happier on a 62? Yeah, probably. But for the day I rode it, 58 will do. Because, like, man, let's be real. Colorado's kind of fucking flat and our snow's light as shit. I don't need a big board. If I was in the Northwest, yeah, I would have wanted something bigger for sure.
I mean, I really enjoyed the size I was on. I think I was on the 58.
Yeah, we
I think.
both were. Yeah, they were
Yeah,
both
and I
58s.
absolutely loved it. I mean, it felt damper than what you described for the Ravine Pro. So ask yourself that too if you want a little bit more damp or a little bit more lively and responsive too.
Yeah,
And that's where I think they really differ.
yep, that's realistically it. It's just like how they snap and respond and like what you feel underfoot. All right, we got this super chat from Michael Stacy. Hey guys, looking at the K2 Orton, would you say they size up or down from your review? Thanks. I mean, I think you need to try them on, and the best boot's the one that fits your foot and fits your needs. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
there's no this size up, size down bullshit. Until you try it on, it doesn't mean shit. It's fuck all. Because like, could I size up in them? Yeah. If I put it on my right foot, but on my left foot, I could size down. I've got a full size difference between each foot. Like no 2 feet are the same. Like it doesn't matter how many times I say this over and over again. People don't listen to me, and I'm like, go get size, try them on, spend the time, figure out what works for you. Because the
yeah.
best boot's the one that fits your foot and fits your needs.
I mean, I measure at an 11 on one foot, 10 3/4 on the other, and I wear them in a size 10. That's what we were sent, and that's exactly what I would wear. Possibly even a size 9.5, but I've been flirting with that 9.5 even on my fuses for a while, and me and you go back and forth, and it's just makes more sense for me to have a 10. So it's like I always downsize in boots though. Like I'm always going to probably until I get to like 60 years old and probably only getting 15 days a year. I'm still gonna size down on shit. So
Yeah,
like
but those 15 days a year, I'll only be in a helicopter.
that's true.
I mean, yeah, my right foot's a 10 3/4. My left is a 9 3/4. Like that's a full size difference between the two. I go into a 10 because I know it'll pack out. Yeah, my right foot's going to be the other thing that I do when I get a boot, because I've ridden the Thraxis for so long, I throw the old liner in the new shell till the shell breaks its flex points in. And then if that liner's crapping out, I'll throw the new liner in, but generally I run a liner through 2 shells. So, yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
But yeah, Michael, if he said nobody carries them, so order online. I personally like to go down a full size, and I mean that's just performance fit.
Yeah,
Where
I
when
mean
I flex
that's
into it,
okay.
my toes are barely at the end. Like they're brushing the end when I flex forward into that boot, and that's exactly what I need because
I
that's how
mean
you're riding them.
my first pair of snowboard boots were a size 12. Then I had a 13, then I went down to an 11, then I got down to a 10.5, and now I'm in a 10. And that's also because a lot's changed in boot fit too, but like, you've got to figure it out. Like we were sent 2 sets of Ortons. The Orton doesn't fit me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I put it on,
And
I'm
it
like,
fits
oh,
me.
this is
So
loose as shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah.
So, all right, Jasper. Having only ridden rentals for a few years, but I can ride red and blues. Should I go for a beginner board or an intermediate? No matter how
Go to
good
red
you
blue.
you think you actually are, realistically, you are one level down below.
I just go for an intermediate, and just or a beginner, and just watch our beginner top
Yeah, our
5
top
that we
5
just
beginner
dropped.
boards, those are designed so they don't hold you back from progressing.
Yeah,
There's some
so you can
great
still ride
boards in
those.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't do the whole like, well, this is a beginner board, but after 10, 15 days, you're probably going to outgrow it. And then you got to go pay another $450. No, it's like, we look at it and we're like, yeah, like you'll be able to progress with this. And by the time you clap it out, you're going to be like, yeah, I need something stiffer or better.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cole Hall. Heard the guys at my shop talking about how Nidecker might be collapsing. Yes, as a brand. Anything you guys have heard? Yeah, your shop's stupid. They're not.
Yeah, I mean,
They just sunk Lobster into Yes to expand the team. They've expanded the line. They're cutting the line down next year. They're not collapsing it. They just realized they had too many boards. I think at one point I counted and it was something like 22 boards, and I was like, "The fuck, guys?" And they're like, "Yeah." So
yeah.
no, Yes isn't
And
going anywhere.
no, and I think you might see this with other Nidecker brands where they're gonna all reevaluate their line and see what's selling and what's not. Because, I mean, we've talked to Nidecker and been like, "Hey guys, you got a great line. It's fucking huge though." Like in every company, like when we talked to Jay Stone, he was like, "What do you think of K2?" And we're like, "It's great. You just have
Too many.
like everybody
There's too
else."
many SKUs.
Yeah.
There's literally too many products on the market to the point it's creating analysis paralysis for people when they go to look at something, and they'll sit there and they'll hem and haw over a $30 difference in boards. And I was like, you could get rid of that board and then make it $100 difference, and that would justify it. But this, like, we got to have a board at 479, 500, 529, 569, and then 600. It doesn't make sense. There's too much in there.
Well, the main one that sticks out to me is like the Mervin boards where you have like the lib rig and then you have the bank country and then you have the dynamo and then you have the e-jack and then you have all of these directional boards that service the same customer. That it's
Yes.
like, we don't need all of them. You can cut it down and nobody will really know. Like you'll have those diehards that are like, man, I wish this board was still around. But really, when it comes down to it, the general public, they don't need all of those options. Like
No,
I had
like
a question
I'm
today.
literally looking at the Yes lineup because it's stacked right here. Do we need a shifter extreme, a greats extreme, the Heldor cream, the all in extreme, the standard extreme, the pick your line extreme? No, we don't. There's so much shit that overlaps in there that
Hmm.
you could just get rid of and be like, and I was talking to Tom Pelly, the marketing guy for Nidecker, and he's like, "What do you think of the line?" And I was like, "It's too big." And he's like, "Really? I haven't heard that." And I was like, "Let me explain it to you." I was like, "You have 5 versions of the sensor.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Like you have the Sensor Mons, the Sensor Pro, the Sensor Team, the Sensor, the Women's Sensor, the Sensor Ground. Actually, it's 6 technically, I guess." And I
Hmm.
was like, "You don't need that." I was like, "You could take the Sensor Pro, you could take the regular sensor and the sensor team and merge it into one, and that would be good. The sensor Mons should realistically be in the Pro line, and it should be a one-off graphic that's different, and you should only offer it to core shops only, no online, so no Evo, nothing like that. It should be small shops and shit like that. You know, like Nitro's another one. They have too many boards in their line. If you really want to talk about stuff being too big, the Rome binding line, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, they renamed everything this year. And I was like, so this is the Rome 390 Boss Pro full wrap. Then there's the Rome 390 Boss full wrap, the Rome 390 Boss ASIM wrap, the Rome 390 Boss heel wrap. Then you have the Rome Trace heel wrap, the Rome Trace Pro heel wrap, the Rome, was it the Trace ASIM wrap? You got the Katana Phase, Katana Pro, Katana full wrap. Like, you don't need it.
Yeah. Well, when I'm going through and doing them, I'm like, okay, what did the Rome DOD turn into? That was a 390. Which one? And I'm like, oh my god.
You're sitting there and you're doing
Like
like
I'm sitting
this is
there
what I
looking
like
at
about
last
fixed
year's.
bindings. Fixed this year, 3 bindings. Block
Mhm.
3, block 5, block 7. That number correlates with the next level of progression. So the 3 is like their intermediate, beginner intermediate, like softer flexing. The 5 is that middle of the road, do everything workhorse, and the 7 is a little stiffer. I'm like, 3 bindings, 8 different colors of each. Perfect. You guys
Mhm.
nailed it. You gave them color options.
Yeah,
You know,
it's crazy.
like
But no,
the
Yes isn't
fact that
going
Mervin
anywhere.
has 16 camber profiles.
Yeah. I hated looking at that last year. Holy shit. This one is the C2X
X, yeah.
Mini, and you're like, God damn you. Like, we don't need all those. Nobody needs all those. You're getting into Never Summer territory.
Well, no, Never Summer just adds another camber zone. They don't actually make camber. This is the Proto FR C2XV Elemental P made with fossilized anodized pixie shit. We got 47 camber profiles and 38 edge serrations in it. And you're looking at it going, why?
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck up, make less boards.
Yep.
Cut it down. You don't. It's like I look at Solomon and it's like, you know, they have the Pulse, they have the Sight, and you look at that and you're like, and then they have the Sight Pro, and I'm like, they're all realistically the same fucking board. Like, you don't need it, you know? Yeah. Ugh. All right. From Phlegm Dog, how many boards do you ride a year? I believe I rode 88 for this season stuff for review. And then there was like another 20 something, 28. I know I rode less shit this year. It was only like 105 things I rode.
89, including your own board. Because of bindings.
Well, if that's the case, technically, then I rode more than that. I probably rode like 95.
Yeah.
Because there was stuff I rode that I didn't ride for review, but I rode it for other reasons.
Mm. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, that day in Brighton. Yeah, I had another 4 on there. And then.
Yeah, well, exactly. Like, we were riding stuff. We were testing stuff that every board said it was a 162. It was not a 162. There were various sizes. That was the graphic that was laying around. It's okay. Yeah. We made Chef Drew's day that day.
That was fun.
Here, go ride this board that probably will never come out to the public and tell us what you think.
Yeah.
No. Good old Brighton. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, then you figure that I didn't ride my archetype when we went heliboarding.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. So, yeah, I figure roughly, like, the better question, it's probably like close to 100 product for each of us. It's like 200 and something that we rode.
Yeah.
So, let's see. All right. I like this one from Full Degen. You'd never catch me on a Quiver Cannon 173. Hashtag phase my balls. Hashtag 203 BBC only. This man knows what's up. The 73 is the cock tease of the Quiver Cannon. Mm-hmm. You look at it and you're like, peasant, that's the woman size.
I was thinking they designed it for children. That's for the tweeners.
It's for 120-pound women.
Yeah, that's for the tweeners.
Yeah.
And women.
Yeah. So, yeah. Grippy sucks. Word Pick Wednesday was yesterday. Today is Thunder Cheeks Thursday. Hashtag pop a button. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay. Take this one from Garrett K. I have a Rome agent looking for a second board for deeper snow, faster riding. Any suggestions? 203 BCC. Big camo cannon. It kind of depends what you're looking for. Like, I mean, if you want to go for straight POW, but it sounds like you just want like an all mountain free ride board, I would go look at our top 5 all mountain free ride board, pick one of those decks to complement it and get something, at least bump up at least one size run from what your agent is, if not 2 sizes.
Yeah.
All right. Got this one from Susie Vowels. I ride a 2016 Rosnell Retox 147.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one you had?
I had a 53.
Oh, okay.
I've only ridden
a
53.
Was it a 2016?
Probably. If it had mushrooms on it. I think that was a 20. No. That was a 2011, maybe?
Okay. Women's Vans 6.5 boot, 5'4", 165 pounds. Tiring to maintain a toe edge, looking for a narrower board. Twin sister, Razi Diva, yes, hello, Capita. Birds of a Feather, a 149. At 165, you need at least a 149, I would say. That 47 Retox, I think, is like 25.5 underfoot or something stupid like
The
that.
47, I thought was 25 something. It's a mid wide board where you're like,
It
damn, this
is.
thing's wide because
With
the
a
53 is a
6.5
20.
boot, like you want something that is like a 24.5 waist, if
Yeah.
not smaller, probably closer to a 24.3.
So I
Because
mean,
then we're
all of
probably
those would be
like
great.
24.7 underfoot. Um, Honestly, like out of what you have listed there, I'd probably just go with the Diva because you could pick up a last year's for probably under $300 and save yourself some money. Put that towards a season pass or more lift tickets and go ride more.
Yeah. It'll be
That's what.
hard to find a last year's twin sister. Those things always sell
Yeah,
out. But if you could, I would recommend doing it. But a Diva sounds like a great
yeah,
answer for you. I mean, even a yes, hell yes would be good, but that's just going to be probably too much for it
yeah,
in the Midwest. So maybe a hello, but I would just go with the Diva. It's solid. It's got that edge tech on it too.
yeah. All right. Take this one from Elliot Rosewater. Own a GNU 4x4, 159 wide, and or no, the GNU 4, not the 4x4, the precursor to the 4x4, or the one after. Whatever. It's Forrest
It's
Bailey's
before.
model. I know that
Yeah.
much. Navigator 167, 2023 with the Alpine V1 camber. I think I have that one sitting out there. Joe Gunn.
Yeah, I think you do.
That one I can't give away because he gave me it. It was a gift. I can't give it away. I have to go ride it into the ground. The 4 can charge, but looking for something chargier to replace it. Thoughts? GNU Bank Country, yes, Pick Your Line Extreme, Jones Aviator, Capita Kazu are on my short list. I think the Aviator is too much of a lateral move. I think you would probably benefit because you say you want to charge something that's more chargy. You probably want a Flagship Pro or even an Howler.
I'd say a Stratos you could throw in there too.
Yeah, Stratos too. That would be
Mm-hmm.
good.
I'd
Pick Your
probably
Line
throw that in.
Extreme is kind of laid back. I would probably just not look at anything from Yes, honestly.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't. If you already have a 67 Navigator, I don't think
Yeah,
it's going to be enough for you. A Bank Country might. I'm digging the choice on the Kazoo. That would be a good one for you. But like
yeah.
you said, like a Howler or a Stratos, I think would be where you want to
And
be.
I'm gonna throw a fucking wild card at you. Stranded Descender.
Mm.
Give that one a look. We've got a review of it from last year. Go check that out and check their website. But I think that might be more what you're looking for if you were looking because like you're gonna get the snap of the Aviator, but the dampness of the Banked Country, but like the zippiness edge to edge and the hold of the Pick Your Line Extreme, and then it'll float and pow like the Kazoo.
Hmm.
So that's why I'm throwing that at you.
I like that.
All right. Okay, let's see. Got our boy Caden here. I've been stuck trying to figure out what one binding to add with my Yes Airmasters to go with my 3 boards. Solomon Dancehall, Ride Deep Fake, Jones Mind Expander. Don't want to have to switch bindings every time, ideally. What would you recommend?
Dancehall Deep Fake Mind Expander. So if it's me, I'm probably going to put the Airmaster on the Deep Fake. And then
Yeah.
I want, honestly, like a Union Ultra, I think would be great. This year's Union Ultra, where you have the new
Yes.
strap for the dance hall and the mind expander, or you go with like a if you want to stick with skate tech, possibly even like a Jones Meteorite, or I would say like a Solomon Highlander for the dance hall and the mind expander. I think those would be solid choices. What do you got?
I'm thinking for that dance hall and mind expander, probably like a Ride Spectre.
Mm-hmm.
And
I like
even
that.
though, yeah, I think that would be a good one. I agree with you on the Union Ultra. If you wanted something a little more surfy that you can like really push into and it's kind of spongy, maybe a Strata from Union. If you wanted to go
Mm-hmm.
that route. And then I'm also thinking like a Rome Katana.
Yeah.
ASIM wrap, not
Yeah, there you
full
go.
wrap.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
ASIM wrap.
Classic katana.
Classic Katana. Yep.
Which I don't know why they didn't just call it that. Whatever. We're gonna have to help them with that. Way too many.
Yep. All right. From Chill Metal, what boot company has the smallest outprint or outsole? Love Vans boots, but fuck their big. Literally anything but Vans and 32 at this point. Anything. Anything. Like companies have realized smaller footprints matter, except for Vans and 32. And 32 is supposed to get a big overhaul next year. So literally anything.
Yeah. Ride, Nidecker, fucking Solomon, K2, you know. Hell, even Deluxe. They used to be in the Chunky Boot Club. Now they're not.
Yeah. No, the new Deluxes are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like they still have a few models that are kind of chunky. It's like they're more parky, lower price point stuff is. But you look at like that ID Y20, the Aerith is pretty good. The Aerith Rin, stuff like that. Sam, are you guys coming back to Alta again this year? I think that was like a once in a lifetime trip to score that free room. Our boy Chef Drew is no longer there. Shout out to him and his wife for setting that up for us. They were awesome. Love those guys. We'll be in Utah for sure, but we're gonna go stay with Park City Liz and and torment the people at Sundance if it's still there again this year. I don't know. Isn't it supposed to go to Boulder?
It's in Boulder. Yeah. So we're gonna have to make our mountain festival up in Boulder this year.
Okay.
No, we're not doing that. We're not going there. Those movies suck.
I just remember pulling in. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I was like, "Oh god, it's fucking Sundance."
Like, oh, there's cowboy hats and fake cowboy jackets. What the hell? Oh, I know what's going on. Yeah, we got there and I texted my buddy and he goes, "You know it's Sundance, right?" Shit.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
No, but we will be at Brighton. We'll be at Brighton. I'd like to take you to Solitude too at some point and go ride there. I think you'd enjoy that.
I'm hoping for snow this year.
Yeah, God, fuck, it was warm as shit. If we get some real snow, that'd be great. Maybe go up to Powder Mountain.
Yeah, be able to actually ride the mountain, not just the lift. That would be sweet. Because about 90% of that mountain was closed because of Abbey danger.
Yeah. From Barnes, work has interrupted my normal Thursday watching schedule 2 weeks in a row. #angry. Quit your job.
Yeah.
Follow me for horrible life advice. All right. This is a high autism name here. Tylenol baby. Do you like trains or fire trucks? Have you gotten your paws on the Union boots yet? Expecting to before they drop? We're on the list to get them, and I was told October, so I'll probably reach out to him tomorrow just to do a follow-up. And to go along with that, we're also supposed to get Torstein's board. I have a name for it. It's called the Matriarch, and they are sending us one. I know that much.
The Matriarch?
Yeah.
That's what you went with?
The tentative name that they're using right now. So it makes sense because his wife just had their baby.
I suppose. I figured he could go. Isn't he Norwegian? Is that what he is?
Yeah.
He could have went with any Norse god. That would have been sick. And he went with the Matriarch. All right,
why did they just call it the Torstein?
Yeah. The Tor, the anything. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. The Tor would have been dope.
It should be called the Tor Stein, and it should have him as Frankenstein on it.
Or his silhouette with just the Capita skull. It'd be like, boom, there you go. All right. The Matriarch. We'll workshop that for you there, Tord.
Yeah. All right.
I did see Chad at the post office yesterday.
He's in town.
Yes, he sends his or he says what's up. Sweet. All that stuff. Yeah.
Maybe one of these days he'll give us boards to ride.
Maybe. I was gonna ask him. I was like, I'm not gonna ask him.
He's not going to do it. Ask him every year.
Yeah.
Greatest snowboarder of all time. Still doesn't give me boards to ride for him.
Mm-hmm. Maybe if we go to Trollhagen and ride him there, he'll give them to us.
Oh, does that mean I get to go stay at your parents' house?
Yeah, it would have been better if we could stay at the drive-in, but yeah, we'll stay at.
Uh,
We could do that.
yeah. All right. From Huntsman 83, sell my boards and buy Commonwealth, or buy Commonwealth and sell boards. End of season here. Or go on Marketplace and see which idiot bought one and is going to quit snowboarding because it was too burly for him.
Yeah, you could do
Then you
that.
don't have
I
to
would
sell
check that.
boards.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, the Satchmo questions never end. From Hunter E. Recommended board for a 260-pound size 12-foot rider with back problems and is a beginner. Trying to help my dad out with just get him a rally cat. That's going to be soft and forgiving and have camber, and he's going to be he'll have a field day with it.
I would even think possibly even a yes all in.
Yeah.
If they make it in that size, I would definitely say get that. It's a fun board. It's chill. You don't need to do anything to ride it.
Let's see. Okay. Oh, I like this one. From Jiggity, small companies to support. What do you have?
I mean, there's Fix if you're looking for bindings. I mean, Wired, obviously. Hopefully we can get their shit again this year to ride it, but I haven't ridden any, but I know you loved it. What do you got?
I got a lot. I'm keeping my eye. So first off, core score is very high with this company, Friday Snowboard Company. Shout out to George, the owner. One day he'll eventually send me something to ride. I know it. I think he's scared. I think he basically, he's kind of hinted. He's like, kind of scared. Don't know if I could handle that many people going to my website to try to buy something if you like it. Fair point. Not mad. Core score, love their graphics. So that's a big one. My boy Jordan with Nerd Snowboards. Really like that. That's a different take on there. Like you said, Fix bindings. That's always good. Jason, the owner of Fix, also owns Ashbury, but he's got a new company called Nation, and the boards are made in Canada with almost 100% Canadian material. So epoxy, metal for the edges, I think. The wood, the graphic, like everything on it. So it's really cool to see him do that. So I got my eye on that. Wired's a good one. I really like those guys. Dang Shades for goggles. So can't forget good old Dang for that.
That reminds me, we have to order our safety glasses.
Oh yes, I need my safety glasses. Safety first at all times.
Yep.
Keep forgetting about that. Just make sure they're yellow. That's all I care about.
That's the ones you want? Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, I just want the yellow ones. That's that. And I just set of sunglasses too, if that's it. But whatever. Yeah, but Dang is a good one. Remind for insoles. They're not a big company. They've been around, but I've been using them for over a decade. That's a good company. Stinky Socks for footwear. Risto's a homie of mine from way back in the day. Love supporting them. They're out of Bulgaria. Let's see. You should check out Stranda Snowboards and Borealis as well. Why do I feel like I'm missing something here?
Endeavor? Are they small?
Nah, they're doing some weird shit right now. I can't. Saw that boot they put out, and I was having freaking Information Garage vibes, and I was like, "Ugh." And then they've got that knockoff Union binding too, and I'm like, we're just gonna let that sit over there for a season or two and see if they respond to an email. So just not there. Autumn headwear and outerwear. That's a good one too.
They're also making jackets and pants.
Yep, outerwear. Yeah.
Howl as well.
I
think they're still small.
Public is still a small company. You gotta support Joe Sexton, so that's chill.
Shut up, Joe Gunn. He said white space. Shut up, Joe.
White space isn't even gonna exist as a brand in like 5 years, I bet. I don't know. I've had a bunch of people slide in my DMs lately from a bunch of small brands, and they really just want to talk shit to me because I support like people I know and companies I believe in. And then they'll talk all this shit, and they're like, they're just a fly by night company that drop ships. And I'm like, so then I do like a deep dive and I start looking at their profile. And I was like, you own a company and your shit looks like a snowboard I would have rode in 1996. Fuck off, nerd. I don't want shit that looks like it was finished with a wood chipper. Like you're pissed off because they're gaining traction and you're still sitting over there sticking your thumb in your ass trying to figure out how to make your camber and side cut work. Ugh. Like, ugh. Okay, let's see. Oh, from David F. Have you got on the Union Source Pro FC? They seem to have disappeared under the phase hype. Haven't disappeared, they haven't shipped.
Mm-hmm.
That's the issue. Like, I rode the FCs. I wanted to drop that review first on September 1st. No one has it in stock, so there's no point in me dropping this review that no one can go and buy it. So I'm just waiting for that to show up in shop so I can be like, okay, we can drop this review now. That thing's light, very light. I wish I'd ridden the Pro. I didn't, but you remember
It's also
picking that thing up
1,000.
and it's like there's just nothing.
Also twice as much as any phase is, so that's
Yeah.
probably part of it. But yeah, I mean, to what you said, 100%, nobody has them, so there's no point on talking about it until they get it. Same kind of with the Union boot. Like, don't get all hyped about it, and then we can't buy it.
Yeah, but I mean, at this point, like I've been told twice that we would get it. They've like pushed it back. Like I asked for it, and they were like, "Yeah, we think we can get you one." Then they're like, no, we can't get you one." And that was January or February. And then they're like, "We'll have one for you by before the end of the season." And then it was, maybe October. And I was like, okay. And then I think that was the last I heard of it. So yeah,
So whenever the shops get it, that's probably when we're gonna get it.
yeah, yep. So yeah, I mean, I know we're on the list
Yeah.
to get it. So all right, from Carpe Diem with the super chat. Curious how you guys remember the snow conditions so well for each review. Record the reviews shortly after, keep notes, or have elephant memory. I just ask AI to write the whole review. That's where I'm at. I'm like, hey, I weigh this much. This is my boot size. Write this review in the style of the angry snowboarder for the conditions on this date at this time at this mountain. And then it just does it. I'm joking. We write the review when we get home. So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, I mean,
like,
it's if you're a member on Patreon, you'll see those reviews. Like, that's pretty much the second when we get done, we get home, we're writing the reviews for what we rode that day, and it's
yeah.
the same template and everything. Like,
Yeah, that's it. So no, that stuff's easy. It's like, okay, I wrote it. You know, you leave the mountain by 2 o'clock, you get home, you walk the dog, you take a snack, you sit down, you start the review. The big thing is starting the review. And the
mhm.
first thing you do, because I'm sure you're like me, TC, where you have your stance already pre-saved,
Yeah.
you have your size, so you just have to change the size. So you have to put in the size of the board, you have to put in the model,
Mhm.
but everything else, like what boot you used, what binding you used on the board, or if you did vice versa. But then you get down to conditions, and then you can just that's the first thing you put in.
Yeah,
So,
that's the first thing when I get home. I'm like, conditions, and then everything else, and then I'll go back up to the end and be like, what size was this board? Because I just don't pay attention
yeah,
really to that. Like, and then it's like, okay, cool, done. Like,
yeah,
but yeah, conditions are always the first thing I write too. Like, what
yeah,
do I remember about this day that really stuck out to me that will stick out to you guys is like the first thing. And I mean, going like elephant memory, I can pretty much remember most of the days that I rode, like what I rode too. Like certain ones definitely stick out way more than others. Like this year, I forgot to put in like a hovercraft or something when I redid the review on that. And I remember that day like it was yesterday. And I was like, oh yeah, I went off the diving board that's never open at Copper. I fucking left an ass crater in it, popped back up, and kept riding. Like, yeah, I remember that day. I remember everything about that day. It was awesome. Like, so
yeah. I have a photographic and audiographic memory, so I remember I remember like every conversation I've ever had with someone is the most tedious, mentally disturbing. People wonder why I just tell them I'm going on vacation and then I don't leave my house for 2 weeks because I don't want to talk to anyone. I just want to sit and stare. Like that trip back to New York, being in a house with my mom and having to talk to her every day. Oh my God, I'm going to die. It's like, I got to have a conversation. I just want to sit and stare. At some points, I'd just be like, I need no one to talk to me for like 3 hours. And I just go listen to music and stare at a wall to decompress and stuff. But yeah, it's the other thing is you got to realize I've got 20 plus years of doing this. Like, if you look at everyone that does snowboard reviews, to some extent, they are a variation on the template I created when I was 21 years old. So that was 21 years ago, almost 22 years ago when I started that, doing it for snowboard.com. So there's no one with that amount of experience. And like for TC, it was very much once I showed you how to do the process and how you do it, you realized you were like, this makes sense because like you were telling me the first time you wrote a review, you were like, oh, I spent like hours. And you're like, how long do you spend? And I was like, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And you were like, what? And I was like, yeah, I get home, I crank it right out, and then I take the dog out for a couple hours. Then I go to happy hour and come back and I look at it and go, oh yeah, I need to tweak this if I do.
Yeah.
That's about it. And you've gotten to that point, like where you're not spending all that time having to think about it. You're like, oh, okay, it's just, you make it plug and play, plug and play. And there's a lot of boards that do overlap, and there's a lot of things that are going on. And you just look for key things. You can do it, how you're going to describe it. Like one of the criticisms that I've seen of me is well, his reviews sound the same. Yes, that's by design, because it's not a review for the person that watches it every day. It's for that person that's never watched it before, will buy the product and then come back in a year and go, oh, it's still the same template. He's still using the same terminology. It's there. It's that consistency. You're not changing it so much that they're like I saw a comment on this week's top 5. They're like, is there a video about the new host? And I was like, new host?
I saw that too.
I was like, where the fuck you been the last 3 years?
I saw that today and I was like, read it, and then I scrolled down and I saw your response and I was just laughing. I was like, yeah, I mean, it's been 3 years. Holy shit. Like, where have you been? Like,
where have you been? Where you been? It's not like we've hidden him.
Has it been the luck of the draw that you just haven't watched any of my reviews or anything? Like, you got a 50-50 chance as of like last year and 2 years ago. So, like, that's pretty much it. Like, I'm like, what? But
yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, that's just how it goes. All right, we got Brad Rusted. Hey boys, recently got structure in my board and was asked what type of pattern I'd like for structure. Crosshatch, for example. Can you explain the benefits of the different types of structure? It comes down to what your snow is. So, like, you can do linear, which is nose to tail. That actually I find better in slush and stuff like that. It makes sense. Crosshatch is like your more fine, colder snow, stuff like that, because it's funneling stuff out to the side. Any shop you go to that's offering structure, they should know your local conditions. They realistically should, like where you're going to ride it the most, and they should be able to tell you what pattern you need.
yeah, because I mean, it also depends on what kind of board you're getting structure on too. Like for my Stratos, I got a bow structure and that funnels everything one way. So if I ride it the opposite way, technically it would be funneling all the snow to the center of my board. So if you do have like a directional board that you're not riding switch that often, you can go with the directional pattern. But like what he said with that crosshatch, it also works when you ride it switch, because no matter what, it's going across. So it's always trying to funnel that snow out or that moisture out. So
yeah,
I would just say, I mean, I could see them being like, are you taking this on a trip or something? But if you're just riding there, just be like, give me what you would put on your board for here. That's what I would tell them.
Yeah, you just want, like most people, getting structure is a good thing. You just need like a basic one that is good all around. That's what most people need. And then the other thing is most people are over waxing their shit. They're like, I'm waxing every 3 to 5. I'm like, if you want to wax, I hope you're stripping everything out before you wax, because if you're just waxing over it, you're just putting more dirt in there and clogging up those grooves on the structure and stuff. So the better thing is, like, get a good structure, if you wax, put a really good thin wax on there, get it in there, nice and fast. Leave it be till your board looks like it's got like dirt on it, and strip it back out. Like my shadow band, I base cleaned it once, and I rode factory wax on it like 120 days.
Yep.
And wasn't going slow.
No. I mean, I only wax my board when I go up to Steamboat, or if I go see Cresta, then I'll be like, I'll bring my board by and wax it. But otherwise, like, not doing it at my house. That's a mess.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what's up. All right.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
From Rich Trick 7. Yo, dudes, I have a K2 Antidote 158 wide and a Ride Berserker 157 wide, size 10.5 boot, but looking for something a little softer and likely smaller and fun for harder snow conditions in the trees. Don't get a DOA. Don't get a DOA.
No, don't do that.
Don't get a DOA. Do not. No. No. Don't. No. You want something softer than both of those? Get a Resort Twin.
Yeah. Or a Zero.
Even a tweaker.
A medium would be better than a DOA, like an Afterblack. Like, there's a lot.
Yeah.
A super DOA is even going to be softer than what you have and better. Yeah. Find last year's. It's probably the same price as a new DOA.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Got a super chat from our boy Ruff. Went into Epic in Westminster filled with skiers. Alex, my son, asked why they all look like dorks. Tears of joy. Your son knows. Bunch of fucking nerds. Vail Resort stores just keep getting worse and worse.
Mm-hmm. Ever since Dom left.
Yeah. Let's see. Looking for stuff.
The real question is, Ruff, what are you doing in an Epic store?
Yeah, you know better. Okay. All right, we got this one from Eric Chen. My son is 12 years old and a size 7 boot. Will it be okay for him to use my wife's bindings? I really don't want to invest in another set of bindings. Dude, yeah, size 7. Yeah. As long as they're size appropriate, it's fine. And if they're black, he won't even know they're women's bindings. And if they've got like pink or something on them, go get a can of Krylon Fusion, spray paint them, and then give him a white paint marker and tell him to decorate it.
Yeah.
12. Let's encourage the arts and vandalism at the same time. Snowboarders do crime.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I like this question from Abram Morton. College kid local to Beach Mountain, North Carolina, and want to take a trip somewhere in March to ride. What's a unique place for a good price that will still have decent snow at the time? Was thinking Bridger Bowl. Bridger Bowl might be getting pow while you're out there, but you could tool around in Montana, and find some stuff up there. Like you could go to Lost Trails and stuff. That would be off it. I would probably go to Red Lodge, Montana. I mean, that's the middle of freaking nowhere.
What about Whitefish? You might be able to find something cheap there.
But it's still pretty expensive. Being gentrified.
It is, according to Carl.
Yeah. Good old Carl.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, these are some dumb questions. From Sam. Is it possible to put battalion boots on this season? You can do anything you want, Sam. You can try on any boot you want. If you find them, you should try to put them on.
Yeah, I don't know. If we get a new pair, I'll try to put them on again. We'll see.
They were tight.
They were tight. Well, I chalk it up to being a sample.
Let's see. Caden, what's your least favorite board you reviewed this year?
It's a good question.
That is a really good question. I got to think about this one.
Yeah, what was something that I was like, get me off this piece of shit?
For a board, I mean, that's a really good question.
I know.
Kind of got to the point where we cherry pick, so I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't go out of my way to pick shit. Probably the Jetstream was one that I didn't care for, but I found out specifically the 57 that they sent, was a pre-production sample that was like 20 to 30% softer than it was supposed to be. They want to send another one.
So. I did see them message that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. There's nothing from Solomon this year that I was like, because the abstract was last year where I was like, I could do. That'd be better firewood
some of the
than a snowboard.
Stuff was just too fucking soft.
The whatever. That's the one that sticks out to me the most. It was exactly what the name was. Yeah.
I've had that experience with that board. Like all the battalion stuff, I'm just straight up telling people, size up. Just size up.
Yeah. Like it was. I was pretty bummed on that, especially for a good day, like the good day it was, where it should have handled everything a lot better. It was fresh snow, and then that board just kept folding on me no matter what. And I was like, this sucks. Like, but yeah, that's the one that actually sticks out to me. Otherwise, everything else was totally, I think, fine for the most part.
Yeah.
Which was, it was disappointing because the Chameleon was so much fun the day before. And then I rode the whatever. I was like, fuck. We're back.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like if there's anything that really, really stood out this year where I was like, oh, this thing was gross. And I don't think I really had it. I mean, there's like some boards where I'm like, it's a fucking snowboard. It made it down the hill. Wasn't anything impressive, you know?
Yeah. I mean, the Embassy was all right.
Yeah.
It was a 62, so that's why I think I liked it. But I think if it was a 57, it would have been way softer than I would have actually liked.
That's a board that shouldn't exist.
It doesn't need to. It doesn't need to be in the line whatsoever.
It should go gateway pop to passport. You don't need the Embassy.
Yeah, I mean, you already have what the Embassy kind of is because it's just a directional twin. It's pretty much like a
that sucks that I'm glad we didn't have to ride this year. The ride smokescreen.
Yeah.
That board just shouldn't exist.
I can't believe that, like, how many of those they sell. Because I talked to the rep about it, being like, what the fuck? He goes,
yeah,
dude, I don't know. He goes, people love that board and keep buying it. I'm like, why? He goes, I have no idea. It doesn't make sense to me either. I'm like, it's a flagship, or it's a shadow band with taper.
Yeah.
Like, it's shittier. Like, the shadow band, good board.
It's a shittier,
it's a shitty. We shouldn't say shittier. It's a shitty.
It's a shitty wannabe shadow. It's Temu shadow band.
Yeah.
You know, like you're just like, why does this fucking exist?
Goddamn.
You know, you like look at it and you're like, this shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
No, I was trying to think like, like the Roswell Super Revenant shouldn't exist. It's the same thing as the regular Revenant with a throwback graphic. I'm like, why'd you call it Super? It literally rode the exact same. I'm like, no, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I was like going through, and like we talked about on the stream like earlier today. I mean, you don't need all of the sensors from Nidecker. That's like, and I wrote them back to back to back, and I was like, all right, let's get rid of one, maybe two of these actually. Like, you probably only need the team and maybe the Mons, in my opinion. Like, you can get rid of the Pro, just consolidate that into the Mons because it's pretty much a Mons.
Yeah, and then take the regular sensor and push it into the team.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you were Nidecker, actually, realistically, get rid of some of your other lower end boards and just make it an all mountain twin.
Yeah, I mean, like we talked about with the score, they listened there and they turned it into the cheat code, which was awesome. Like, yeah, just have a true twin, and that way people don't have to rack their head around it. Like, it's true twin. You can ride it either way. It's a great board. Like, but no, they all did a pretty good job, or maybe we did a pretty good job of not picking dog shit.
I want to say there was an amplet I rode that I was just like, huh. But maybe that was last year.
Oh no, there was a couple or there was an amplet I rode this year that I was like, huh. I don't remember which one it was.
Was it the Mood Bender?
Yeah, probably. No, I like the Mood Bender, I thought. Which it was their Cruisy Carver. Morning Glory? Was that it?
No, I rode that.
Okay.
Psychonaut? No.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember we'll have to just wait and see what the review says because I don't remember which one it was. But then I also wasn't super stoked on the United Shapes Descender or the Pow board that I rode.
Horizon, Deep Reach.
Deep Reach. Yep. I had to ride that one 2 days because it did not.
Which is funny because I rode the Object and the Transmission and I liked both of them.
Yeah, it was just that first day when I rode it, I was like, this board needs powder or really soft snow. And then once I did, I was like, okay, it's fine. But like, yeah, taking that board out on a not powder day or like a slushy day, I was like, this board sucks. I'm so pissed right now. So I had that, but then just rode it the next day and it was fine. I was like, oh, okay, this board makes sense now. Okay. You guys did fine. But
yeah. All right. Take this one from John Michael Vernon. Question about the dinosaurs will die, never not. They suggested on the website it could be split. What's up with that? It's got an internal sidewall, so if you want to turn it into a split wall, you can DIY cut it and turn it into a split board, and it'll have an internal sidewall, so you're not having an exposed edge. It just makes it more durable. That's all. So that's all that is. Okay. From Narcotics, I'm going out to Whistler in a month and need a board. I'm a low intermediate and like to go fast. Any recommendations? Probably want snow if you're going to be there in a month. Because they ain't going to have shit open.
Yeah, I would say just watch.
No, even late November, still not going to have much open.
Yeah, I don't even know their opening day.
Go swap it. Go swing into the Source and just demo a board or two. You'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Pay for that damage insurance.
Yes. Jaden D. How important is having a dedicated POW board? Never had one, never rode one. Am I missing out? Thanks. I mean, realistically, everyone could just get away with a directional twin and set their stance back and POW, and it's fine. But it's kind of like if your dad had tools as a kid, you always kind of wondered why he had like 7 different hammers. It's the right tool for the job. And that's what it is. Like, I love having a dedicated POW board. I know how it's going to ride. I don't have to worry about it. I know I'm going to get better float. It's going to be easier on my knee. It's going to do that. Same thing with you, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it also depends on what kind of snow you're getting. If you live in the Midwest, no, you don't need one because the most snow, if you get 8 inches, you're probably not even going to make it to the hill. So, like, I mean, it really depends on where you live. For where we live, for sure, you're going to want a POW board. Like, I pretty much, when I moved out here, I got the K2 Cool Bean right here. And that was just my daily driver once I moved out here because it was like any sort of snow, it just handles that much better than like my true twin Rossi Retox, where it's like that thing's full camber and wants to sink on everything. So, like, depends where you're riding. But I mean, honestly, just having a directional board in general, like, that doesn't necessarily have to be a dedicated POW board, is very fun. So, I mean, yes, you're missing out, but also probably no, depending on where you live, really.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go put this user in timeout because they're asking low-hanging fruit questions about Clue. It's like, I don't understand these people. Like if you can't make it funny, you're like, oh, you're riding clues. Like you're gonna grab the lowest hanging fruit and try to make a comment, and you think you're witty, and I'm like, you are fucking stupid. Like, put some thought into this if you're gonna try to troll. Like, do better. Have a thought. Ooh. From Victory Stone, did either of you ride the new Arbor Apron? Yeah. Oh, that was such a good swallowtail. That thing was awesome. It was probably my favorite Arbor board for this year. That thing was, yeah, I wasn't expecting to like it. And then I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not ride it, but you did. So
Yeah. Let's see.
Whistler opens November 21st. So
That's more than 30 days. That's more than a month.
mm-hmm.
Our boy Andrew, who used to live up in Leadville. What's up, boys? Good news. I'm getting a transfer back to Colorado in the near future. A light at the end of the tunnel and peace the fuck up. I told you not to do it, man. I told you not to. I get why you did it. But yeah, no, hopefully you get back. We can go make some laps. It'll be good stuff.
Congrats to you, though, for coming back, getting out of that swamp.
Yeah, right.
Or as I call it, the United States is cock, because it's just a sweaty dick down there. It's nasty. It's so nasty down there.
So I was supposed to be born in Florida.
Ugh.
Yeah, I would have been a Florida man.
Would have explained a lot.
Fuck. It's all because John Walsh's son got kidnapped. My mom freaked out, and I was born in New York. America's Most Wanted is the reason I was born in New York.
What a great show.
Missed that show.
Nope. They always had it on too when I was growing up, and like my parents would be out on like date night, and it'd be me and my sister. America's Most Wanted comes on, you're like, oh shit. It's like
did you do like the cops to America's Most Wanted to Unsolved Mysteries? Like, did you do that 2-hour block?
Oh, that's probably.
What I did as a kid. Dude,
whatever was on the TV.
The fuck out to this day. If I see him in something that's not Unsolved Mysteries, I'm just like, I get scared of that guy. The first time I saw Airplane and he was in it, I was like, he does comedy? This is weird. He's the Unsolved Mysteries guy.
That's a good show.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun stuff. But let's see, where we at? You want to close it down? We can close it down. Oh, we got to check on our poll. So let's see. Do you read Snowboard Mag? Not Snowboarder, Snowboard Mag. 4% out of 235 votes said yes. 51% said no. 30% of you haven't seen one in years, and 15% of you are on the same train as me. How are they still in business? Like, how? It's a legitimate. I just don't get how they're still in business. You know, like, are they a drug front? What's going on here? You know, I don't get it. It's so weird to me.
I think we do have to answer this one though. This is a part 2 from Beach Mountain.
Okay, from Abram Morton.
Mm-hmm.
Part 2 for Beach Mountain. I have 3 free passes each for Ski Cooper, Diamond Peak, Nevada, Platte Hill, New York, and Bogus Basin, Idaho, included in pass. Would any of these be better than going to Montana, prioritizing low crowds?
Bogus wouldn't be bad.
Bogus probably wouldn't be bad. Cooper's fun. I mean, if you were driving, this is what I would do. Come through, hit Ski Cooper. It's 9 hours to Diamond Peak is the Tahoe side, isn't it? Fuck, that's like 10-hour drive. So no, you probably don't want to do that.
Well, it says Nevada, so I imagine.
Yeah, but it's the Nevada side to Tahoe, so it's the far side of Nevada. I think if it's where I think it is, because it's But I don't know if you were road tripping, I'd go Cooper, Diamond Peak, or Cooper, Idaho, Diamond Peak, loop back around. And hit some of the small, like, go to Vegas for a day and then go to the ski resort in Vegas. If it's open, it's like 30 miles, 40 miles outside of it or whatever it is. Do that and then drive back. But if you're flying in, I'd just go to Montana, I think. So, yeah.
Diamond Peak might be fun, though, for college kids because you probably have slot machines in the chalet.
Yeah.
If it's in Nevada, that might be fun.
As Joe Gunn says, Diamond Peak is great. Amazing views of Tahoe.
There you go.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. Right. Well, I think. Oh yeah, it's in. Yeah, Joe said it's in Incline Village, so that's what's South Lake, North Lake, something like
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, I don't know. I think we're gonna get out of here. I'm hungry. I want to go eat food. I want to go to happy hour. So I'm
They
gonna
do
go.
have slots in there, Joe Gunn says, so that's good. But 2
Slots are
casinos 5
good.
minutes away. You're good.
Yeah.
Yep. So pay for your trip that way. Everybody knows you're a big winner when you go to the casino.
Yeah.
Put it all on red.
Someone told me to do that when I was 21, the first time I went to Vegas, and I think I won like $900. And then someone else sent me a message and said, put it all in black. So I did, and it hit. I won like a stupid amount of money when I lived in Vegas in like 6 months. Lost a stupid amount, but it was funny. You know?
No, Pat is also saying all on black, and so is Joe Gunn. I'm an all on red guy myself.
Now
Did
they're
I ever
saying
tell
all
you
on
that
black. We're
story?
going to Blackhawk, TC. We're
We
taking our super chat revenue and we're going to Blackhawk today.
I'm down. Did I tell you that story when me and my buddy went into the casino in Wisconsin and we gambled our gas money?
No.
Oh, so we went in. I had $30. He had $30. I was like, I'm going on red. He goes, I'm gonna go on black. And we walk in, and right before we put our money down, I like grabbed his hand. I was like, don't put it down. And it came up green. And then he's like, holy shit, how'd you know? I was like, I did. I just got the feeling. And then I put it on red. He put it on black. I won. And then I kept winning. And then I was like, I'm gonna go to black now. He goes, no, you got to let it ride on red. And I was like, fine, I'll let it ride on red. He goes, I'll buy the gas. I was like, all right, cool. If I lose, because I'm about to lose $180 right here, and I came in with 30, and I put it on black, or I put it on red and lost it. It went black, and the old lady next to me is ripping heaters, looks at me and she goes, "You want to just sit here for 5 minutes and just tell me what to put it on so I can actually win, and not listen to your friend?" I was like, yeah, I would love that, but no, haven't been to the casino since.
Casinos just, they're so depressing.
Oh yeah.
They're just the worst. Anytime I go to Vegas, I'm reminded of why I hate Vegas. I'm like, oh, this place is awful. Everything is awful. Ugh, you know? Oh, well.
It is
Anyways,
the worst.
yeah, we're going to get out of here, guys. We'll be back next week. Remember, check out the top 5 from this week. If you got friends that are beginners, that's a good one. Reviews are still dropping every day. I'm working on some stuff. We should have an interview coming out soon with Maggie Leone about the Rome phase bindings. So that'll be really cool in there. I've also got a long video about boot fit. It's like 33 minutes long.
Oh.
So yeah, it's a big one. Kind of go through the history of boots and stuff. And so I've been meaning to get that one up, and we'll see how that goes. But I got that. Also should start seeing more boot breakdowns now that I'm back from New York. I can get back into a flow of editing those and try to crank some of that out. And yeah, so we got stuff. And I'm thinking middle of the month we'll probably start doing 2 reviews a day if we can. Board in the morning, binding in the afternoon. So yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. So all right. Anyways, guys, we're gonna get out of here. We'll see you next time.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.